Hi, everybody. So I just wanted to share an update. I know it's been a while since my last one. Something pretty unexpected happened in the last couple weeks, and it's kind of changed the treatment plan, just a little bit. So I was doing really good on all the chemotherapy. I had done about 5 months of chemotherapy. And I was supposed to get my last session 2 Tuesdays ago. That was going to be my 16th and final chemo session. But a couple weeks before that, I felt like the tumor, which I can feel on my breast, it had been shrinking the whole time I was doing chemotherapy. And then at the beginning of January, I felt like it was getting a little bit bigger. And I wasn't sure if it was maybe just me being a little bit anxious or if it was actually getting bigger. But around the same time, I also had some blood test results come back that showed the circulating tumor DNA had increased. And a couple months before that, it had gone down to 0. So I talked to my oncologist, and she had me come in for an exam before chemo. And she said that she also felt like the tumor had grown. And so instead of getting my last chemo session, she decided to cancel it so that I wouldn't just be putting more toxicity in my body if I wasn't responding that well to it anymore. She explained that sometimes cancer cells can become resistant to the chemo, and maybe that's what happened in this case. So she canceled that one, and she said she wanted to get me in for a PET scan and to move up my surgery to have a mastectomy as soon as possible. So I had a PET scan a couple days after that. And I had a mastectomy scheduled for February 11th, which is this coming Wednesday. It was really, really hard news. It was really disappointing. I was very sad. And I had been doing so well for like that whole 5 months. It was consistently getting smaller. So it was pretty shocking to hear and to feel that the tumor had grown again. So I had a lot to process that week. I feel a lot better this week. I've worked through it a little bit and kind of let myself feel all the feelings. And I'm feeling better now. I spoke with somebody in my life coaching program. She kind of did a practice coaching session with me, and it was really helpful. She kind of helped me to see that I didn't really make any mistakes in my treatment. I was feeling like, well, maybe I should have made a different decision. Maybe I should have just had surgery, sooner. Maybe I shouldn't have done this or that. And I was kind of beating myself up about my choices. And she helped me to see that I really did make the best choices that I could that felt right for me every step of the way. Like I never just did something because somebody told me to, or I never did something just out of fear. Like I really felt like I made grounded, informed decisions that felt right to me. And I can't regret any of that. And I'm actually really proud that I've made the decisions that I have, even if the outcome wasn't exactly what I wanted. That doesn't mean that it was the wrong decision. And that doesn't mean that, who knows what would have happened had I taken a different route. Something even worse could have happened. And so it really got me thinking about how do we know what the best thing to do is? How do we know what's right or wrong to do when we can't predict the outcome? Because I can't predict the outcome. I don't know what's going to happen, and I can't control it. And all I can really do is just make the decision that feels the best to me. with the information that I have. Like, I make really informed decisions. I do a lot of research. I ask a lot of questions to my doctor. So I feel a lot more at peace with, just with everything that's happened, even though I was really disappointed that the tumor seems to have grown again. The good news is that the PET scan showed no metastasis. It's just in the breast, and then it shows perhaps it might be in one lymph node, but it's not spread anywhere else, which is great. My surgery scheduled, so we'll have the tumor out on Wednesday, and there's still decisions to make around reconstruction and single versus double mastectomy. I did decide, I wasn't sure at first, but I did decide that I want to do both, a mastectomy on both sides, just for peace of mind, because there is a risk of getting cancer on the left breast, especially with my family history, and especially given that I got cancer so young. I'm 44, and also that it's an aggressive type of cancer. So my oncologist didn't say that I had to, and she wasn't necessarily recommending the bilateral mastectomy, but I feel like it's going to be the best decision for me and give me peace of mind. And so I'll be getting both sides removed. I won't be doing the second side on Wednesday because there's not going to be enough time, but I will be able to do it at a future time. So so anyway, that's the update. It's been quite a lot, but I'm feeling like I'm in a better place now. And I'm just getting myself ready for surgery. I'm drinking tons of water, eating a lot of protein so that I can heal as quickly and as well as possible. Doing a lot of meditation. I'm going to be doing some visualizations to just picture a really smooth and a smooth surgery, an easy recovery, just for things to go as well as they possibly can. I'm also going to be doing a release ceremony. So my naturopathic doctor actually suggested this, and I've done release ceremonies in the past for other things, but the idea is, since I'll be removing, part of my body, instead of just like, chopping it off and saying good riddance, it's like, well, I'm going to thank that part of my body for its innate wisdom, for being with me my whole life, and for showing me things and lessons that I may not even understand yet. And I'm going to be thinking about what I'm releasing as I release this part of my body. Habits, negative habits, limiting beliefs that I might hold, anger that I might be holding on to. I've been journaling about all these things that I want to let go of. And I've been writing them down, and I'm going to do kind of a ceremony where I burn the paper and just really visualize releasing all of that. And then write down all the things that I want to bring into this next chapter of my life. And writing all of that down and filling in that space with just love and positivity and excitement for what's to come. And it feels really good to do this. I've been really enjoying just journaling on all the things that I just feel like I'm ready to release that aren't serving me anymore. And then writing down all the things that I'm ready to strengthen and cultivate and bring into my life. And this is making the surgery feel more meaningful and symbolic, and, not just this mechanical thing of just like getting rid of part of my body. It's making it feel a lot more graceful and purposeful. So that's what I'm doing. If you're going to have surgery and you want to try doing that as well, write down all the things that you want to let go of, burn that paper, and then write down everything that you want to bring in. And you can do this even if you're not having surgery. If you just want to do like a release, this is kind of a nice thing to do. It just makes you think about, reflect on your life and reflect on what's working and what's not working. And um, I think it's a good thing to just do regularly, even like once a quarter or once a year. So that's what's going on here. That's the update. My dad flew in from the Philippines to support me. My sister is taking some time off work, and my partner is going to be here for me. And I think I'll have some friends visiting and bringing food. So I feel really supported. I feel really lucky to have all that support. And there's still so much to be thankful for. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your support. And I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day.